Here we go.
Is Monday, November 27th. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving weekend. We're all rested. We're all here. We're all full of turkey, maybe, or full of something.
Look,
Here we are.
present. He says hi. I
And
got my dog
there's
back.
Lucky Dog. Yeah.
So he's with me now this week. I did a whole week without him, and it kind of made me lonely, and he was kind of lonely. And so, why should we have that? So he's my little buddy.
He looks like he's happy over there. So,
He you
uh,
don't show the picture, but he was actually taking my he was taking my shoe and sleeping with it. That's how much he missed me, guys.
yeah, he was doing that every night. That's true. Sandal, a shoe, something, he'd lay on it. Anyway, kind of like how we all miss the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt. We just can't let it go. So I called this one Chasing the Chase because it almost seems as though, well, it does seem it's not the treasure anymore. We're not chasing the treasure. We're chasing the chase. I think we're just chasing the community around and around in circles. And
Not
I guess
true.
that's okay. I don't know.
No, we're waiting for epicness and fun.
I'm
I
not.
truly believe that most people would be gone if it wasn't for Shiloh's epicness and fun. That is, I mean, it's coming within. Oh, I didn't even put that on the list. Benlow's timeline. It's like what, 19 days away or 20 days away? How many days until December 15th?
No idea. I'm not waiting for it. I mean, yeah.
30 days have
It's-
September, April, June, and November. So there's 31. So 28, 29, 30, 31, 15. But there's 19 days. We would all be gone if it wasn't for Benlow.
yeah, something like that. Chasing it, he says, I'm waiting for a revelation.
Whoa.
Well, but what if we don't get one, Indy? How
I
long
have a
do we
list.
wait?
I have a list. There's still a lot of stuff, not a lot. Like, okay, it's slim pickings right now. It's kind of like having your, oh, here's a good analogy. Thanksgiving dinner. I did a 20-pound turkey. I did stuffing. I did mashed potatoes and gravy. I did green bean casserole. I did two different pies, meaning
All
a,
that weight, I lost it in October. It's all back.
but here's what happened. Because I did not have Dijon mustard, the kind I liked, I did not make deviled eggs. And everybody wanted to talk about the deviled eggs for the next several days. That's the analogy of the chase. We had this great chase. We had this great Thanksgiving dinner. But everybody wants what happened, which is the deviled eggs that never came. So, as we sit and discuss about the deviled eggs, there's other stuff that's happened, and I have a list.
Well, is probate on there? Because Bill Gorman said probate ended November 22nd. JFK shooting 60th anniversary. Is that true? It was November 22nd? I didn't know. I mean, I don't know the date. And did probate end on November 22nd?
Probate has not ended. The Forrest estate has to file for it to end, and they have not gotten around to doing that. So actually, the
Got around
final,
to doing it. Go
the okay, so that it's off my list or off my order, but so the appeal got dismissed, I think October. The formal filing came in on November 7th from the higher court.
Mhm.
November 7th, all the Fenn estate has to do is file for it to be closed, and it's closed. And that was November 7th.
Well, then what are they waiting for? I don't understand. I mean, that
Let me
doesn't make
continue.
any sense.
I'm not commenting to that. The family can comment if they want to comment. I'm not
Well,
to that.
or it's none of our business. There's an answer. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, okay. So the higher court that already dismissed and notified to, like, you guys can close this, now formally has filed it, just kind of, it's a protocol with the lower court to say, hey, probate, lower court, this is done. I mean, we're ready. we're done with this. It's a formal, I got the document today. And it just says that that appeal has been denied. It cannot take any more formal action. You can close the probate if you want. They don't, they have not chosen to at this time.
Okay, and there it is, Bill Gorman. So there you go.
Yeah,
Anybody
so
else interested in a probate?
it hit the books on the 22nd, but it's much like our LLC. There is no association with JFK, or there could be. I don't think there's any association. It just happened to be when the court notified the lower court, we're all done. And family, if you want to get around to it, or if there's another reason that you would like to share with everyone of why it wouldn't be closed, you can.
Brent John's in the chat. He called us on Thanksgiving, said happy Thanksgiving. That was cool. It was good to hear from you, Brent. Hope to see you in April. World
Okay,
Series
here's
then.
what's funny. Here's what's
24.
after our shows, I usually am on the phone or dealing with texts and calls for a good couple of hours. And Mike always goes, no one calls me. And I'm like, right. But on Thanksgiving, more than one searcher checked in with Mike just to give him a happy Thanksgiving. I thought that was pretty cool. And
Yeah,
Brent,
that was cool. We went to go live over the weekend, but of course, tryptophan. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And we're just busy doing
you
stuff.
see the Christmas lights behind you? We had to get Christmas stuff up.
Oh, yeah, Eric put those up right over there.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got the tree up and everything. It's over there somewhere. So yeah, we got some stuff done around the house, and now it's a full week of work.
Okay, so probate, boom. Do you see? We're already, because of Bill Gorman. Bill Gorman's on it. On it. We already have the first down
And K-Pro, did you see Debbie Teal just mentioned this? Did you see that I sent you a link to this? Rob Reiner's got a podcast about the assassination.
I already watched the first one on.
Oh, did you?
Shopify or something, and I found it and I listened to
Spotify. Not Shopify. That's different. Spotify. So he's saying they actually know who the shooters were. Is that his big thing that at the end they're going to announce it?
He's narrowed it down to 4. I only will listen to the first episode, and basically he was like 17 years old, sitting in his such and such social science class when he got notified, and he has been fascinated ever since. So he has been working on it himself. This is not secondhand. He believes there was actually 4 different shooters, and that was part of the reason for the magic bullet and all that. But I watched this other podcast today, and somebody else has come forward, but when they came forward, many of their family and friends have gone missing, and it's a little, I don't know.
60 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I told K-Pro we got to watch Oliver Stone's JFK. Kevin Costner, before Yellowstone, was JFK. We got to watch it again. Maybe this weekend. Okay. All right. What else, K-Pro?
Okay. So these are little things, but they're important things. So we know that Justin dropped that code, and then he was encouraging like some of the searchers to like keep going, keep trying to solve this. Well, he came on our Discord and let everyone know it's not a code. I don't know why he told people to keep trying, because it just wasted their time. It's not. Yeah. Well, you explain what it is, because it's not a code. It can't be broken, I guess.
Well, it's a cipher, but yeah, it's like a computer algorithm cipher type thing. So yeah, in other words, whatever he's doing is whatever he's doing.
Yeah. Well, and he said he just wanted to earmark in time for a future project. Everybody started asking about the future project. I hate to say, love ya, but don't encourage. Well, you guys do what you want. I think it's all silly sauce. So all of those of you that were encouraged to continue to try to break it, there's nothing to break, he said. It's a something or other for a future project. There's nothing to crack. So those of you that he encouraged to keep going, I guess keep going. Those that he said it's not a code, there's nothing to crack, don't do anything or whatever. So there you go. There you have it. And there is a new one that he like hides behind a cardboard, and that means behind the wood. I don't know.
And no, that's an actual invisibility shield. That's a real thing.
It is not.
Yes, it is. It's a Harry Potter invisibility cloak. The military has it.
No.
You think that was a trick video?
I think it was a trick video. Oh, you know what, Justin? Let's find out who's right. Message Justin or tag him on Discord. No, it's just a little box. You can see the little box.
Javio says, what is she talking about? You got to go on Justin's Twitter. It's a big nothing. So that's what I meant about chasing the chase. We don't talk about Forrest Fenn anymore. We talk about other searchers. And that's, I guess, that's
other searchers that are representing he has the chest. He's not just a nobody in the chase. Like Stoof.com guy is a nobody. It's Chris Jones. He did a Vanetti chest. He's giving Ben, music, and he's keeping Ben distracted, which is awesome. He's a nobody, but Justin's a somebody in the chase. You can't say he doesn't have answers. We need to know what's behind the wood.
I think Justin gave all his answers on the AMA he did on Discord, but that's just my opinion.
Okay. So I'm saying it's tangentially related because, Okay, so let's get to hard-hitting stuff. You ready? There's not a lot. It's not like I don't pick the news. Today's a a slow news day, but it's not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so there's two things that have happened when it comes to what some don't believe is happening, but Netflix, it's becoming more official. So two things happened. Bavetta had found a LinkedIn or a resume of one of the people that are on the Netflix team for the Forrest Fenn.
This was a couple months ago, right?
Yes.
That one, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that person had put October was their kind of end date. Well, that person just updated their resume, and guess what they put at the bottom? The update.
2024? What?
To be released early 2024.
So they pushed it a little bit. Yeah, I mean,
early.
So me and you are going to go live every day until the net? No, I guess we wouldn't want to do that. That's kind of stupid. All right. Early 2024. Just kidding, everybody. Yeah, I mean, now the Netflix thing is something to look forward to. That's true. I mean, but
okay.
once
wait,
it's out,
there's more.
we need to do some shows on that. Okay.
But wait, there's more. So, and you can bring this up if you want. It's on our Discord as well. Mm-hmm. So the Nomatica team, Jared, he's hiring for a marketing intern right now. This was posted 9 days ago to do really? Social media and blogging for an upcoming documentary. And they describe this Forrest Fenn documentary, which there's 3 things he drops in this. This is a job description.
I didn't see this on Discord.
Oh my God.
I haven't been in Discord.
What's wrong with you? Okay.
I've been busy. All right. Well,
I almost don't want to show it because I don't want people bugging, but
well, you got to go to the Discord. The link is down below, guys. Jump in there and read it yourself.
So here's what it says in that Discord. You ready?
Yes.
It says that it is a limited series. The Forrest Fenn Netflix project is a limited series.
That means 3 episodes normally.
No, it doesn't. Okay. I would like you to put into Google.
Yeah.
What does limited series in Netflix mean? And then read, good sir. Because you haven't been in Discord. You're behind. Everybody else, we're so ahead of the game.
Limited series or shows with just one season consisting of a few episodes which tell a complete story. Yeah, that can be 3 or more. Right. How's that different than what
typically it's 4 to 12. This one happens to be 3, but
limited means it's not going to be ongoing seasons, unfortunately.
Right.
But
right. Okay.
Okay, hang on. Wait. What's the difference between a limited series and a limited series and a series? A miniseries always has a predetermined number of episodes, while a series goes on for several seasons. Yeah. So we think the Forrest Fenn Netflix doc will be 3 seasons. Okay, go.
Okay. No, not 3 seasons, 3 episodes.
3 episodes. I'm sorry, 3 episodes. That was a test.
Okay. So that's one limited series. The second thing, they describe the project as a controversial 10-year hunt.
Do you think it's a controversial 10-year hunt? I do.
I think they're going to deal with the Jack issue, which is definitely controversial. Do you think they're going to deal with any of the other issues like searcher deaths or
the issue? No, I think the controversy is that the solution was never given. That's the controversial part.
Okay. And Mike says so Mike's the executive producer.
Oh, what a coinky wink. What do you think was more controversial, this ending or Forrest Fenn's ending?
I think they're about similar, right?
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay, which one do you think?
The Forrest Fenn ending was much more controversial, but that's just because we know all the ins and outs, I guess. So anyway.
Did Masquerade end with that guy's girlfriend after they broke up?
You guys vote. What was a more horrible ending, Masquerade or Forrest Fenn's?
Hold on. For those of the... Okay, everyone stop. I need to get up to date. Isn't the ending of Masquerade that the Masquerade's girlfriend started banging a new guy and told him, and then he went and picked it up?
Something about that. So guess what the guy did? He metal detected the park, Pro, and he still couldn't find it. So actually, if you go down to our Facebook Grand Adventure group, which the link is in the description, I just posted a video which describes it. So watch that video. It just goes over the ending, and it actually shows you how it was solved, like what you had to do to actually solve this, to get the riddle, to get the puzzle.
Yeah, so this was interesting because Jenny Kyle did like the greatest 10 treasure hunts of all time and put in Forrest Fenn and Masquerade. And I'm thinking they're the worst of all time. But
they're the greatest because this is what started treasure hunting really around the world, in the UK and then the US. And then Forrest Fenn's was just so awesome while it was going on for the 10 years. Put it that way.
Okay, well, awesome for some, getting private
Depends
hints
how
and
you
not
look at it.
others.
Yeah, it depends how you look at it.
Okay. Okay, so here's a third part. So limited series, boom. We're bringing the hard content, boom. Controversial 10-year hunt. And then they described Forrest as, and I might say this wrong because I had to look up the word, and Mike, I'm going to ask you to. Mercurial,
Mercurial,
MERCUR,
yeah.
mercurial.
Yeah.
So that means that person is subject to a sudden or unpredictable change of mood or mind. Why would they?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, wait a minute. Old person, mercurial, meaning. What does it mean if a person is mercurial?
Yes.
Someone who is clever, lively, and quick is also another explanation. So they're
Oh,
saying he
see,
was smart and he was clever and his poem and his
but it
treasure
also
hunt.
means unpredictable and changes one's mind.
Right. It can,
They need to use a different word.
yeah, that's gonna mean both.
Yes, I'm online. Sam says hi to everyone.
All right.
Okay. Well, that took my whole talking point away, for God's sake. Okay. So we now have, if you don't believe Netflix is happening, you're on
wrong.
drugs,
You're right.
because there is now a marketing position. You have to be a part of a marketing program and at an accredited college, and you can apply. I'm trying to get Cynthia to go back to college and apply as the intern. So there, so I think it's pretty much confirmed for anyone that doesn't think Netflix is coming. You're not doing so well with reality. Okay, so we have the updated resume. We have this marketing intern. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So, and then last, we are going to be doing a speakeasy, or let's talk about it, tomorrow night at 6. And one of the biggest things is coming up. I got back from CooperCon. There is some discussion about the Conley tapes. We heard from Chasing the Maverick that the Conley tapes are in some California museum or a university in Northern California that has not ended up being the case. Some people say yes, it is, because Forrest told us so. It seems that there's some controversy around that. There is quite a bit of discussion, and some people wanting to come in and talk about Oswald, JFK, Jackie, Ruby. Ruby was Russian, all of that. So I'm going to leave it at that, because there's been a lot of discussion. If you want to get up to date with it, do it on Discord. It's actually some cool talk about that. And I will say, Douglas Preston's book is now confirmed that the 1999 fake, I don't know if they were arrowheads, Clovis points, whatever they were, that is a part of Douglas's book. So there is a chapter focused on Forrest Fenn, and that's coming out like December 5th. And Douglas is doing like a bunch of book tour at that time. But it's kind of cool because it has a chapter about Forrest, and he specifically named Forrest. He gave, I guess, a pre-version to, and I have to pay for it to see the review. You have to pay $4.95. I'm not going to do that. So there you have it. And then, of course, WSOF is April 20th.
Right around the corner, everybody.
27th. Yeah.
You better get going on that treasure hunt, huh?
Yeah.
That's the videos I'll be making this week. How hard it is to create a treasure hunt. But anyway, go ahead.
Right, but you shouldn't, because people will go back, and could that be kind of Forrest slipped and gave a hint and gave it to Jack, basically, because
my favorite poker room. Yeah, no, there won't be any hint like that. Trust me.
You won't mean to, but you will. Okay.
And I guess they have to watch the videos over and over again. Or it could be the try the wheel video from 3 or 5 years ago. Watch that one over and over again. Okay.
He doesn't listen to me, people. Do you see this? Do you see this? Okay. So tomorrow, let's talk about it. We're going to be talking Connolly, Oswald, JFK, Ruby. There's some interesting stuff. Forrest was much more tied into the government than I ever realized in a significant way. That could be what we're waiting for. And we do have confirmation, exclamation points. Jens is still around. He's working on his doc. His doc is pushed to June. It looks like Netflix is pushed to at least early 2024. So I'm thinking that's right around I'm gonna guess, maybe they'll release it in April. I'm gonna guess it's March, April, May, June timeframe. So it'll be kind of all at the same time.
Was Forrest CIA? Yes, he was, Debbie. Too.
Yes, he was.
I think that's pretty much proven.
Yeah, and somebody has done, now that he's passed away, you can do a FOIA. Somebody has done that, and they said we'll be sharing when that person gets it.
Chasing Indy says she's going to recover her channel. All right.
There you go.
All those videos. Okay. What else, Gabriel? Anything else going on other than Christmas is here in 27 days?
Yeah, and I'm pretty safe to say 90% of the Christmas shopping is done.
Oh, somebody reached out and said, when are you going to get a new address? So I'll go over to the UPS store because, people out there may want to send us something for Christmas. You never know, Bro. So we will have a new address. All the old addresses, both addresses and the old videos, don't use those because we moved. So I will get a new address and I'll go live with that one day this week too. So yeah, there will be a new address because I'm assuming this person wants to send something. So try the steering wheel, Bill Gorman says. All right. Okay.
No, I'm not going to belabor the points, but I think there was a couple things, for slow news day, and we're 19 days away from Benlo's timeline of we have to get it because he said he will go to war if he's not by December 15th. So December 15th has to be it.
Well, you know what we'll do if Shiloh doesn't come out with anything by December 15th? We'll just wait longer.
I was going to say,
that's all you can do.
Of course, that will be retracted and no, I never said that and blah, blah, blah. Just like Netflix is going to be.
So I'd be interested if Shiloh is in Douglas Preston's new book, like a quote or something.
That'd be interesting. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if they even have overlap.
Communication. Yeah, who knows? Yeah. Who knows? And all we can do is wait. So we've been waiting how many days, Pro, since it was found? 1,482?
No, 1,270-ish.
There it is. So just keep
waiting. We're looking for epic and fun or war. I think those are the only two options if you believe certain people. I know it'll change, but it's kind of fun to hold people's actual words to the fire. We're going to be waiting until, in my opinion, we're going to be waiting on Netflix. Or maybe we're just waiting for probate to close. Whenever will that be?
So it's not, you're saying it's not closed?
No.
Is that what you said? Oh, well, why does Bill think it did? I wonder.
So, because you would think this is probably what he's thinking. Mm-hmm. There's no appeals. There's nothing holding it back that we know of. Wouldn't the family want to close it?
Yeah. What are they waiting for?
Courts have said, close it. You're allowed to. And the families just decided not to. So Bill's probably going, well, it's closed because all the courts have notified, they put all the paperwork in.
So the time has lapsed. Well, the time that creditors, whoever had to file a claim has lapsed, but it's not technically closed until they request it to be closed. Is that what you're saying?
Right. Well, so you have to pay all the creditors, you have to do all that, but you also have all of the courts and appeals have to be settled. All the appeals are settled, right. And the formal notification went in, but it's still, and that was actually.
Well, that means obviously the family's waiting for something to happen. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
There's lots of guesses. I don't want to speculate. I mean, I've
talked
to a couple of attorneys and maybe they just haven't had time, all the way ranging to maybe something needs to be done before. And
Hooley asks, if probate closes, does the executor have to act on the will? So you're saying all those items in Forrest Fenn's den that he designated to go everywhere, none of that can happen until the probate closes?
I didn't say that at all.
No, I'm asking you, is that the case?
No. So anything that's in controversy, you usually leave. Let's say there's 10 accounts, or let's say there's 10 paintings.
Right.
And 8 of them or 9 of them had already been designated, but the family was battling over the last one. You would leave that last one and that executor would not act on that last one just because you don't know who you have to get it from, et cetera. But everything else can be dispersed except those things that are in controversy, or there might be some nuances within the will that get into certain requests. that you may or may not want to do. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not a lawyer.
Okay. Yeah, that's a question. All right. We don't know. I mean, there's a video. Carl should start making his own videos. All right. Start
Or
telling us.
just don't want to say. I mean, I do think that's for the family to state if they, I do think it's interesting for, in my opinion, you would want probate to close as quickly as possible. Not only from the chase standpoint, do you want chasers around and a part of this as long as it, but more so of, you know, you've had a family member pass away or a parent. I've had a parent pass away. You just want to kind of close that and be done with it. Unless you just want to keep it open because you like lawyers and you like lawsuits and you like, so there must be another logical reason that that's not happening. I wonder what that is.
So Tim's Adventure says, I have my own trust, and from what I understand, it prevents the need for probate. Wasn't there a trust? Why did it have to go to probate?
Because there was a lawsuit.
But even if it's so that means if anybody contests the trust, it has to go to probate. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
My chair keeps going.
Got to get it before a judge.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how any of this works.
Yeah, so usually a trust is set up.
Right.
So then you don't have to, like, we have a trust set up. We will not have to, but if someone contests it, let's say you have a long lost child. I have a long lost child that comes and says, wait, I want money.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't, of course you go to court.
But it seems to me that's not probate. That is probate. That is how that works.
That is the entire function of probate.
Oh, okay. Anyway, all right. Yeah. Well, then as long as probate's open, a new person can say, oh yeah, you owe me something.
Okay, so let me
right?
share a little bit. My mom had a trust, so we didn't have to open probate. Because your dad and your mom or your stepdad and your mom died at certain times, they made you open probate up, even though there was no controversy. There's nuances to all of this. This is how you protect your assets.
Right, but that's because there were certain legal entities that said a court has to tell us what to do with this.
Right. So there was a conflict
because there was no trust. Right. I got
because there was no trust.
Anyway, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems all complicated. But I guess that's
think about it this way. Think about it this way. If somebody wanted to contest our trust or Forrest trust, they go to probate court. That's where McCracken filed. They went to probate court. That's the court that, I mean, saying probate is the same as saying criminal, or it's one under the civil liability. It's civil, but you have like civil small claims court. You have civil probate court. You have civil Supreme Court. You have different civil, and then you have criminal. Right?
Okay. Yeah. No, I get it. Just seems so when somebody's alive, that's criminal or civil, but after they're dead, it's probate. Whatever. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. I mean, why would the family leave it open? That doesn't seem to make any sense, but whatever. It's really none of our business, I guess. So, but what else do we have to talk about, everybody?
Unless it's case related.
Well, I think somebody made this point last show or whenever that was. They said, but the treasure chest wasn't part of the trust. In other words, they gave ownership to Jack. So if somebody was suing saying, hey, you owe me the treasure, they shouldn't have went to Forrest Fenn's family. It would have been Jack, right? Saying, now, if they're trying to say, something else shady was happening, I get it. But for the treasure itself, they're saying we don't own it. It's not us.
Well, what about the real 11th, 12th century chest?
Oh, I see. The real one, not the imitation one. Yeah.
What about the videos?
And that's why this one is much, much of a worse ending than this one. That's what I think. Because there's so many.
I think it's interesting that there's no copyright on TTOTC registered with the Library of Congress anymore. There's some certain, and I don't know. I have not seen his will, so I don't know exactly. I mean, I had a lot of discussions because my mom had passed away, and we did have some issues. Like my mom's car, she had her middle initial in the trust, but didn't have it on the D&D document, and they wanted me to go to probate because of that. And it's like, what? So you have to be very particular. So I know that Forrest spent a lot of time being exact with what he wanted to happen with this estate. And there are things that have to be executed before probate can close when it comes to an estate. I don't know if that's it, or if they just like the community being around and they want to leave it open for no reason whatsoever.
Candy says she has a trust too. Trust issues. She asked, do you think Forrest would have made a searcher list before he died? Absolutely not. Forrest was ready for it to be done, and he didn't want his family to have to go through everything they're exactly going through. So I think that kind of backfired on him, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, but at this point, I mean, think about Zoe, in my opinion. Zoe's been relative. I mean, she gave Cynthia an interview just about growing up in that museum or in the gallery and stuff. She's done with the community. I mean, she's answered a few emails here and
Right.
there. Shiloh is the one that I think voluntarily, and he's put himself, he said, timeline's coming.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
excited. He's engaging. He's getting drunk with searchers and talking about stuff that's I know it's just a joke, so I won't get Candy going, but I heard it myself with my own ears. So anything that I think is coming towards Shiloh at this point, he's inviting it. He wants to be a part of the community. And I think each person gets to decide that. So
Right.
well, just like Carl had a picture with Cynthia, a couple months ago, and they were eating at lunch at the plaza. People get to choose who they correspond with. And they're allowed to be friends if they want. And if Shiloh wants to bring us epic and fun and have a book and be in Netflix, he gets to. Now, the hard part is it seems, you get the good and the bad when you come with this community. You get the war, you get the wrath, you get the
good and the bad.
Good and the bad. So, and I've not been able to read chat because it's on this little guy and I need to get my glasses updated. Unfortunately, I will go back and chat. I will put answers in Discord. Discord has actually been fun. It hasn't been super lively, but it has been. We've gotten some discussion going on. And if you guys have advice, there was this movie with Robert De Niro called The Intern. It was a 70-year-old that became an intern. I want her to be the marketing intern for Nomatica. I think it'd be great. She can come out of retirement. She's bored all the time. If she sits for a day, she could be a great marketing intern.
Just a Guy says, looking at the Santa Fe, New Mexico probate court site, searching on Fenn, there are no probate cases. Whatever.
Okay, put in the easiest way to do it, since there are so many with the last name Fenn, put in Sandow, Sandau, that the one will come up. And the Woodard case is still there. It hasn't been, but I looked at it an hour before we got here. Well, and I got the document today from the Santa Fe court. So yes, there is, silly goose. You're a silly goose.
All right. What else? Anything else?
JK Pioneer, can you please email me or Facebook me or however we've communicated in the past? I was looking for your contact info.
Oh, there he is. He is in the chat. And if you don't JK Pioneer, you're going to get the red button. So you better email.
Oh, you're in trouble. No, I need to ask you a question. Yeah.
But I will say this, since we're talking about bad endings of treasure hunts, there was a little book called Apocrypha that ended recently. Nick Spera and Lisa, I don't remember her last name, but Nick and Lisa, that got solved. And guess what? Within 24 hours, they emailed the PDF with the full solution to everybody who registered on the website. A full solution, exactly how a treasure hunt is supposed to end. So I hope you're listening, Randy Pitchell, and I hope you're listening, Hillary and Sean. When a treasure hunt's over, you got to put out the full solution. And what did those pesky clues mean too?
Can you imagine Randy's solution? It'd be longer than the Beacon Star.
You know what? I don't know.
The big block of code. That's several pages of.
But I mean, it's a simple solution though, meaning you start here and you skip 3, and you know what I mean. That's not. Yeah.
Codes in
Anyway.
Oh,
right,
so we have Jingle Bell Rock. It's a rockin' right now. So if you want to jump into that. Oh, and
Samantha, show you guys the website. Or go ahead. I will put the website in the chat. Go ahead, Caper.
Yeah, and if you aren't in Vegas and you just need me to go out and look, I've walked by it twice now, literally. So if you're the one, somebody called us last year. If I would have been the one to find it, we would have split it with them. So I literally walked past it. I actually have a video walking past the people that did find it, which,
well, here, I'll actually show it because some people are going to be like, what are you talking about? So Jingle Bell Rock is the radio station out here in Vegas. Check it out. This is the Jingle Bell Rock, everybody. This is the pre-party. This is what you're looking for. On December 15th, this is a paving stone, which is painted here. KKLC, Jingle Bell Rock. They hide it somewhere in Clark County, and whoever finds it and returns it to the radio station, you get $10,000.
Oh, and did you see? You're going to love this, Mike.
And these are the clues so far.
They make it really obvious.
Yeah.
When you find the clue, close that down for a sec.
No.
When you find the mystery clue, look,
Congrats. Good. What's it say?
it says, congrats, JBR double bonus clue number 1. Congratulations. Don't be half-hearted in your search.
Oh,
So
you mean they found it on the website?
it's a link. It's a link.
Oh, good. Oh, okay.
So
Good. I didn't know
the second
that.
one comes out tonight. So there's no guessing of it. It is an actual somebody. Okay, I'm gonna talk out of my tushy here. Somebody took down the HTML code and found something that had been.
Everybody
like,
wants it to be a cipher or complicated, and it's not. But on jinglebellrock.info, this is where all the prior years, the flag denotes where it was found, the prior years. So you can go and look up the old solutions if you want to. But yeah, if you're not, and they also shows a live chat where everybody goes and talks about it. I'm trying to find one other thing. Go ahead, Kipra.
Oh, I got something happening here, so I need to go, unfortunately. So we were about done anyway.
Yeah, we're about done anyway. So yeah, it's a Jingle Bell Rock. So
I need to sign off, babe. Sorry.
all right, see ya. All right, everybody. Chasing the chase, huh? It used to be Forrest Fenn Treasure Found information. Now I think I'm going to rename these videos instead of Forrest Fenn Treasure Found. I'm going to rename them Forrest Fenn Treasure Found 1,238 days ago. However many days it is on the day we go live, I'll put that in there. And yeah, I know Netflix is coming, and supposedly Shiloh is supposed to be coming out with something else. Douglas Preston's book, that should be interesting. So we'll probably get a copy of that. Yeah, that is Decal's website, Redneck Express. Check it out. You guys know Decal. He's a Forrest Fenn searcher. He's been doing that website for years. So go check it out. But yeah, December 15th is when here in Vegas they hide it. So yeah, me and K-Pro will be out there looking for it. And it's funny. I mean, it gets dark by 5 p.m. here. So after work, people are out there with flashlights looking for it. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for tuning in as always. And as much as I give K-Pro a hard time, if there ever is any new news, any breaking news for the Forrest Fenn Treasure Found, you guys will hear it here first. So yeah, Xavier. Oh, here's the other thing. We're going to do an Xavier Mark Zoom right now after this live stream ends, because I was doing a Zoom with them and had to cancel it to do this. So I whittled down my Zoom list. If you were on the list, I emailed everybody and said, if you want to stay on it, email me. And I only got about 40 responses. So if you want to be on the Zoom list for the Zooms for all the treasure hunts in the treasure hunting amusement park, you have to email me, cowlazars@gmail.com, to get on the list. Otherwise, you're not going to get it. So that's it. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. Everybody stay safe.